Starchy foods are a great source of energy and can be found in many different types of foods such as rice, potatoes, pasta, and bread. However, there are both pros and cons to eating starchy foods. One of the main benefits of consuming starchy foods is that they provide the body with a quick and efficient source of energy. This is because starchy foods are high in carbohydrates, which the body converts into glucose, a type of sugar that is used by the body for energy. In addition, starchy foods can also be a good source of fiber, which is important for maintaining healthy digestion and preventing that dreaded constipation. On the other hand, there are also some downsides to consuming starchy foods. One of the main issues is that they can be difficult to digest, particularly if they are not cooked or prepared properly. This is because starchy foods contain complex carbohydrates, which require more time and energy to break down in the digestive system. As a result, consuming large amounts of starchy foods can lead to bloating, gas, and other digestive discomforts. Adding fat to starches creates even more of a problematic situation. Fat alone does not cause fat to be stored unless we combine that fat with starchy foods, which are high in carbs. It's a well-known fact that diabetics are told to add fat to their carbs to reduce insulin spikes, but the bottom line is that they probably would be better off eliminating them from the diet altogether. What happens is that they get the insulin spike from the high carbs and get a bunch of extra calories from the fat, and now because of the high insulin, they're going to store both, and that obviously is going to cause weight gain and other problems. This is where insulin resistance steps in. The carbs cause insulin resistance, which in turn causes weight gain because it becomes difficult to go longer periods without food, and so that causes us to overeat. If the body doesn't feel nourished, it will send out signals for you to give it what it wants. And although you may think you're doing that, by combining the two components together, fat and carbs, you are actually doing quite the opposite. This can lead to type 2 diabetes and a host of other problems in the body. Think about a time before fire was ever discovered. Starchy foods would not been a part of the human species-specific diet. They are indigestible in their raw state, and some of them are actually quite toxic in their raw state, such as kidney beans and white potatoes. It is said that we, as tropical beings, would have more than likely lived on fruits and leafy greens. Now, you may worry that you cannot eat foods with sugar like fruit, but that isn't necessarily the case. In fact, a 2021 study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that fruit consumption was linked to better insulin sensitivity and a reduced risk of developing diabetes. So, in a nutshell, it's the carbohydrates and the insulin resistance that causes weight gain. And it's the carbs that cause the insulin resistance, not the fat. It's the carbs combined with the fat that causes it. I've been experimenting on myself for some time now, and I noticed that on the days that I ate only fruits, leafy greens, non-starchy vegetables, and meat with some fat, my weight decreased, inflammation decreased, and I had way more energy to burn. This doesn't happen when I eat starches. So, if you're looking to lose weight and enhance your health, go easy on the starchy vegetables like potatoes, pasta, bread, rice, and beans, And by all means, please don't combine them with fatty foods in the same meal. I have found that eating fruit meals for breakfast and lunch, and then having salads or non-starchy vegetables with some kind of protein, whether it's eggs or meat, for dinner, has been very effective at increasing my energy levels, lowering my weight gain, and generally giving me an overall feeling of well-being. Starchy vegetables, in my honest opinion, have really no taste at all, except maybe sweet potatoes, and then they still need a little bit of salt. But without fat and seasoning, they just aren't that great. Have you ever tried eating a white boiled potato without any salt or fat? I did, and I didn't like it, and I didn't eat much of it. I had to add something to it because it was just so bland that my taste buds were like, are you kidding me? Anyway, here's to your health and well-being. Toodles!